It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about Tom Girardi, Erika Jane, whatever you want to call them. Don't get mad at me for saying it. It's just rolling off the tongue at this point. But apparently what we're hearing now is that Tom Girardi will be pleading the fifth at his upcoming contempt hearing. Now, I don't want to put words out there. This is what's being said. During a court appearance on Monday, lawyers who are representing Tom Girardi, who we all know is still currently married to Erika Girardi, and his bookkeeper, David Lira, and no, I'm not saying Erika is married to both. I'm saying the lawyers are representing David Lira, the law firm Bookkeeper, and Tom Girardi, revealed that both men would be invoking their Fifth Amendment right in their upcoming contempt of court hearing, and they're doing so to avoid self-incrimination. Now, of course, we know on July 26, Radar Online revealed that, Tom Girardi and his law firm partners, that they were found in contempt of court for allegedly embezzling over $2 million from the Boeing plane crash victim. So this is something that it has been highly publicized for quite some time now. Everyone's waiting to see what's going to be said. But the problem is here that Tom Girardi has been diagnosed with late onset Alzheimer's and early dementia. So looking at it from his lawyer's perspective, they're kind of saying, well, if he has been diagnosed with this, then we're not going to have him go on the stand and, incriminate himself and say something that he might not know what he's saying. Now, Thomas's attorney said, I do not believe that he will sufficiently, at least for any length of period of time. She doesn't believe that he'll be able to go up there because she's saying that he doesn't even remember the conversations that they've been having. Now, as for David Lira, the bookkeeper for the law firm, he's pretty much claiming that he's been completely in the dark about the money that's been missing. Now, after Tom Girardi failed to turn over the missing funds that were allegedly taken from the victims, there was a federal lawsuit filed against him by Edelson PC, and they even brought in Erika Girardi as a defendant. And then shortly after that, the lawsuit was referred to a criminal investigation. This just keeps coming out more and more. And I'm surprised that Ronald Richards hasn't tweeted about this yet. I'm sure if he hasn't, that it'll be tweeted about today. I'm just saying, if you wanted to take bets, I feel like it would be coming today. But hold on, there's more. Now, there was another report on July 25th, and we talked about this, but Robert Girardi, who is Tom Girardi's brother and now his full-time conservator, he's been ordered to appear in court with the financial documents regarding Tom Girardi. And they were saying at first that, he wasn't willing to comply by coming in and handing over these financial documents. But then on the other side, we're hearing that's all BS and that he is going to come in and he's going to do exactly what the court is requesting of him. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But as for Robert Girardi, honestly, the smartest thing that he could do would be to comply with the court, because if you don't, who knows what could happen if he's helping hide anything, or if anything's allegedly even being hidden, if he's taking part in protecting his brother in any capacity. And that was the whole reason that he took over the role as conservatorship, which I'm not saying that is, but I'm saying like in, a world where people are speculating, then it wouldn't be good for Robert Girardi, because eventually, like Ronald Richards said in our interview, all of these funds are traceable. He feels like he's getting closer and closer to finding out where money went, where it came from, where it's going, and how Erika Girardi is paying for her $500,000 legal team, amongst other things like her condo that has or needs $9,500 a month to live in, her Range Rover, her lavish lifestyle. He's so close in his mind to finding out where all of this money is coming and going from. Now, in the past, again, Robert Girardi has been accused of failing to show up in court to offer any of the financial documents or any information against Tom Girardi in the bankruptcy proceedings. Now, the trustee believes that Robert Girardi is in possession of critical information that he believes can help move this bankruptcy case, forward and get things moving. That way they can take or fine all of this money and help to start paying back the clients and the victims that money was allegedly taken from. So again, for Robert Girardi, you would think maybe if you are in possession, not saying you are, but if you are in possession of any information, you don't have a dog in this fight. You might as well give it up, because at the end of the day, you don't want to look or appear as if you're holding something back, and then they find that out, you're going to be in trouble too, most likely, because that's just not how this works. We know that more and more news has been coming out. We've been watching it. We've been watching it on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 11 as everything continues to unfold. There are so many questions that people have, the fans have, because on the show, we're finding out from start to finish this season. We start off on a vacation where Erika Girardi says or expresses how much love she has for this man because he lets her be her. And then all of a sudden, boom, the next episode, she's like, hey, ladies, I just want to let you know, and I wanted you to hear it from me, that I filed for divorce. Now, after that, then headlines started coming out accusing her of a sham divorce, and then saying that they allegedly stole money from widows and victims. Well, at least Tom Girardi did. Of course, they're looping Erika Girardi into this, and headlines are going crazy because they think that she has some part in all of this, which right now, as of today, she still maintains her innocence, saying, I didn't know, and the only person who knows is Tom Girardi. She said that he was dismissive. He didn't share this information that was going on behind the scenes, and she hates pretty much, and she didn't say this part, but you can tell that she pretty much hates that everyone thinks that she has all of this hidden information that she's claiming that she doesn't have. Now, Ronald Richards is one of the attorneys who was brought onto the case by the trustees. You guys know who he is. He's very active on Twitter, and he's been on our channel twice now. We've done interviews with him, and we will continue to do interviews with him in the future, I'm sure. But for Ronald Richards, he feels like there are certain things on social media that just come off like tone deaf. Her picnicking on a beach, her getting on a private jet with her $189,000 Cartier ring, you know, her boasting her lavish lifestyle continuously on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You have to look at it from the standpoint of the victims. The victims are watching all of this play out on the show, and so are, you know, the Archie family, the Rui Gomez family. They're watching her on the show, and they're sitting there knowing that they still don't have the money that Tom Girardi won for them, especially the Rui Gomez family. So they're sitting there watching this, like, probably disgusted. And I'm sure a lot of the victims, especially on the other side of the world in Indonesia and, you know, other various places, I'm sure they're watching it thinking the exact same thing, especially because Erika Girardi has not once spoke out about the victims. And that might be because of her lawyers, especially after the conversation I had with Emily D. Baker. Emily said maybe her lawyers are advising her not to say anything. But what we do know is that in the upcoming reunion for season 11, we're hearing that Erika Girardi will be commenting on a lot of this. Yes, you know, she knows it's going to be high anxiety and very stressful, but she's ready to come and talk about as much as she can from a legal standpoint, because I'm sure there's a lot that she can't actually divulge, considering the fact that this is all still wrapped up in litigation, and it could be problematic. With that, guys, I want to know what you think about Tom Girardi pleading the fifth. Do you think it's a smart play on his lawyers? And, you know, in some capacity, if he actually, you know, does have this diagnosis, Alzheimer's, late onset Alzheimer's and early dementia, it makes sense why the lawyers wouldn't want him to go up there and have a conversation with the court, especially if he can't remember some of the conversations he's having with his lawyers. But how do you feel about David Lira, the law firm Bookkeeper, also pleading the fifth, saying that he feels like he's been completely left in the dark about where the money has went? So many questions to which I need so many answers. And don't forget, guys, this week, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the episode did not air, but next week we will be going live with Zach Peter, who has kind of laid out this whole Girardi plan and talked about his ex-wife who is planning on coming to court. We're going to have him on as a special guest to not only talk about the episode, but what else is going on with the Girardis. If you haven't already, make sure you comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.